Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 53 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Play action, Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Breeze to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. The former MVP in his 12th season leading them out. He's got more rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in NFL history. Cam Newton.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1. With 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 21 carries, 70 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Newton's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, this defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Here's Peyton up the middle. Oh, good move. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Brees now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. That's complete to Sharp. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Brees now. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Vita Vea. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Brees going to throw. throw left side, complete to Sharp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Breeze over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
There's no quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
He'll drop this off to Peyton. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Newton. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st down, it's Newton. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's Breeze. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Breeze. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Newton. Rolling to his left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the 1st as well. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Newton. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete to Tony. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They fake the give. Newton steps away. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Cam Newton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And we've mentioned before, Cam the all-time leader in rushing TDs by a quarterback, so everyone he gets from here on out for the rest of his career just adding to that lead. So what you're saying is that if you're a young kid who wants to play quarterback in the NFL, and that's the record you're shooting for? Good luck. You got some work to do, aren't you? By the time he's done, he might have double a second-place guy. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chicago offense set to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you
into a double team and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Peyton. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
2nd and 6.
Now Breeze.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Breeze again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 5 now. Newton, and his throw here's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They set up the screen to Peyton. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, it's Breeze. But he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Breeze. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll try and run for it with Allstott.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Point after here coming up. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Cam's throw caught by Tony. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Newton on 1st down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. From there, we head east to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Lamar Jackson, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounced back from the defeat on opening weekend. And finally, it's the season's only doubleheader on Monday night. Titans-Bills at 7:15, then Vikings-Eagles at 8:30. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
DeJuan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Breeze. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Open man is Amari Rodgers complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the give, here comes Peyton. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On the run, it's Peyton. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packers offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
11 yards for number 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Newton. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Newton. That's going to be caught by Judy. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 50, Newton. And a pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. A shotgun snap for Newton. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Play action. It's Newton. It's complete to Watt. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Newton's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. On the move to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Bears now ready to take over again. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Running it here with Peyton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Breeze now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Play action. Breeze. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run now with Peyton. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Here's the option going left on 2nd down.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Up the middle they go. Peyton, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Peyton up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now they work on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Peyton. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Newton. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Peyton. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
To throw is Breeze. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Breeze. That's complete to Sharp.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now the Packers get set to go.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing again on second down. Newton being chased out left.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, Newton.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Cam's throw complete here to Waller.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Newton.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. One last throw here for Newton. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.